So for my first video blog, YouTube video, whatever you want to call it, that I'm actually in, decided I want to kind of vent about driving. As you can see, I'm driving now, but paying attention to the road, got cameras in front of me, hands-free. I grew up here in Connecticut, moved away for a while, bounced around state to state with my family once I got married. New York, Pennsylvania, North Carolina, and I've got to say, out of all the places I've driven, Connecticut probably drives me nuts the most. I've been back here 5 years now, and it's the little things. I mean, they joke around that we have the weather of, it's almost winter, it's winter, it's still winter, and then construction season. And people would think, especially during construction season, there's, the guys working on the roads and signs up everywhere. Yet in Connecticut, we put a sign up that says, road lane closure ahead, shift to the right, shift to the left, whatever, in 100 feet, whatever the sign may say, 4 miles ahead, whatever. Yet people drive down the lane and then get to where the cones are, and they got to slam on their brakes and cut somebody off or push over, and then that person's got to hit. And then, of course, we get traffic jams. And then, just the other day, I see we're in a traffic jam for construction, and the guy decides to take it upon himself. Guy or girl, don't know what it is. Couldn't see, but he was in a fancy little sports car. Decides that, he doesn't have time to wait for the construction, so he decides he's going to drive down the breakdown lane. Now, I've seen this more than once in Connecticut. It's not even an uncommon thing to see. They just, jump over to this lane, jump over to that lane. That drives me nuts too. The back and forth on the lanes. Oh, this lane's moving faster. I'm going to go over to the left lane because it's moving faster. Now I'm going to come back over to the right lane. Now I'm going to go to the center lane. Just pick a lane and stay in it. The traffic's moving no faster than any lane. And, like I said, I personally think in the state of Connecticut and many other states, you should take multiple tests. An attitude test, a psychological test, and your driving test. Because I swear some people need their licenses taken away. Some people, just do not belong behind the wheel of a car. I mean, I've driven with all can't talk. I've driven with all kinds of people, the safe drivers, the slow drivers, and I'm not saying I am a perfect driver. I am nowhere near a perfect driver. I just try to do the best I can and stay alive. I mean, I look at it like if I was late, I should have left 5 minutes earlier. My life's just as important as the other person in the other car. But some people believe that they're more important and they don't have to sit in traffic or they don't have to obey traffic laws. Or, the funniest thing in Connecticut is apparently blinkers are an option in Connecticut. I mean, as last I checked, they were on all vehicles. And I mean, it literally is, oh, look, it works. Oh, it's off. And I mean, I've seen people that slam on their brakes and turn left, turn right, and then turn on their blinker or don't use it at all. But I digress. I just had to vent for a little bit. Like I said, I'm not a perfect driver either, and I do my part. But, people in Connecticut, you're insane. Every last one of you behind the wheel of a car are insane. So you just need to take 2 minutes, and if you should have left 5 minutes later. Just obey the laws. Those guys out there working, you're going to kill somebody one day. And I mean, how many times do we hear about construction workers getting killed because some jackass is speeding through a construction site or not paying attention? They flash a sign in Connecticut all the time, especially now around the holidays, that, last one I saw this morning, it was 146 deaths in Connecticut this year alone for traffic accidents. And that 2 months ago was down to 119. And they update it daily, weekly, I don't know, but they like to pop it up around the holidays. But, I mean, no state's perfect. Every state is different. I mean, it don't help that around here in Connecticut especially, the speed limit says 55. You can do 80 and still get away with it. I mean, I do 70 and I get past like I'm sitting still. So I do speed, but, that's keeping up the flow of traffic around here. And I know other states are just as bad. I mean, Pennsylvania, you can do 90. Half the time there's not a cop around. North Carolina, everybody's speedy down there. The only problem down there is if you see one snowflake or anything that represents snow or moisture or wet, the whole state loses their mind and nobody knows how to drive. But anyways, just be safe out there. Talk to you next time.